Today I am Ashwin Kumar here, Director of Elements Senior Living, GT Bharathi Urban Developers. GT Bharathi is a collaborative venture between the GT Group conglomerate and Bharathi Homes. It's come together to invest close to about 350 crores of investment into Elements Senior Living. We are currently and are planning to develop several retirement communities and assisted living facilities in Chennai initially and spreading across all over South India, and if possible as a third wave to all over North India. Our focus has been very clearly into development and operation of retirement communities for the senior citizens.
You have verticals,
Pardon?
You have verticals, 4 verticals.
See, we have in Elements we have 4 different verticals. Elements Senior Living, which is currently there in Chennai, would focus more into developing independent living facilities. We are currently in Chennai and we are looking to start in other places such as Bangalore, Coimbatore, Madurai, Trichy, Hyderabad. And the second vertical is Elements Assisted Living. We are currently constructing our assisted living facility in Chennai, in Porur, and we will be expanding this to Bangalore and Hyderabad in the coming years to come. And the third vertical we have is Elements Lux Elite, which is luxury elite, hyper luxury retirement communities. We are currently going to launch this hyper luxury retirement community in the East Coast Road in Chennai, and we will certainly expand that to the other metropolitan cities such as Bangalore, Hyderabad, NCR and Mumbai. And one very unique vertical we have is Elements Divine, where we plan to build retirement communities in holy temple towns. We will be shortly starting with Thiruvannamalai, Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu, and slowly expand it to within Tamil Nadu itself to Srirangam probably, and Guruvayur, Shirdi, that is Nashik near Shirdi, and we are looking to do something in Tirupati and Puttaparthi also. We are making representations to the government with white paper on the retirement industry and how the government's involvement can be very useful to the entire industry, especially to take retirement housing accommodation and care to the masses. Retirement communities are more affordable to upper middle class and above people. Rather, if the government feels or decides to participate, we will be able to take it to a larger masses where there is a much larger requirement.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sir.
Look.
The investment will primarily focus on developing senior housing and assisted living facilities in Chennai currently, and furthermore, other major retirement destinations across India. Over the next 3 years, GTB, that is GT Bharathi Urban Developers, aims to establish at least 20 retirement communities and assisted living facilities catering to diverse needs and preferences of senior citizens across India under the brand name Elements. I will now present to you about Elements Senior Living, its vision, what it offers, about the strategic investment, and what are our future plans. At the end of the presentation, please feel free to ask us any questions. I have with me here my managing directors, Shri Bharathi and Shri Bharathi. We all know as a hospitality brand. Not many people know it is one of the largest chain of retirement communities. They have one of the largest chain of retirement communities in the US. So it is a synergy for them to have retirement communities and also hospitality. So there will be participation to that, but we don't need it now. But we keep engaging them in discussion. At some point in time, we will also grow global, and that point in time we need them.
Okay, you want some land parcels for future development. Are you in touch with the government for this project, land parcels?
We are presenting white papers to them, sir. Arun Sanamari, there can be a lot to be done in senior living and retirement communities. India is a very, very young country. Our average age is sub 35. Our average age, young country. You know, 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா இப்போ இருக்கிற அத்தனை young people அப்ப ரிட்டையர் ஆயிருப்பாங்க. அப்ப ரிட்டையர் ஆனவங்களுக்கு நீங்க இப்ப யோசிச்சாதான் சரிப்பட்டு வரும். இன்னொரு அதனால we have presented papers. அவங்க கவர்மெண்ட் லேண்ட்ஸ் கொடுத்தாக்கா எங்களை மாதிரி பிரைவேட் பிளேயர்ஸ் வந்து இட் கேன் பி அ பப்ளிக் பிரைவேட் என்டர்பிரைஸ் வேர் இட்ஸ் அ சோஷியல் என்டர்பிரைஸ் இல்லையா. ஸோ we are presenting papers to the governments. Let us see how they work on.
The biggest advantage of government participating will be, right, the minute government starts participating, the cost of service will go down. See, today as a senior living brand, people do between 100-125 units to 500-600 units. So your cost of service is only divided between these number of units. But when government participates, it could become 2,000 units, 3,000 units in a location. Like how housing board runs a scheme, they will run a scheme to people to come in and buy. Right? When you have 2,000 units, 3,000 units, your cost of service will be completely nullified. At 3,000 units, you will have a polyclinic which is present there. So you don't need to pay for the doctor and nurses. Whoever is fallen sick can go there and take. Because 3,000 units is a self-sufficient unit. Right? These things are possible only when government participates. So how can you make government participate? From our side only we can give present papers. We can explain them the advantage of coming into it. This is not a pure real estate business. This is a real estate business with social interest.
You are very strong in Chennai. What is the present market share? Your market share?
So we have just grown. Today our market share is very, very low. I'm not even putting it in percentage. But if you see, we will be one of the largest growing companies. Because either 2023 with 90 units, already I have 644 units under either operation or under construction. And another 2 years, whichever is in the planning stage, we will start. In another 2 years, I will have add another 1,050. 1,700 in 3 வருஷத்துக்குள்ள இருக்கும். Apna can imagine the growth. We will be the fastest growing company. So I'll be very happy to give you in another 3 years what is my market share, which will be very healthy. Sir, Arun earlier mentioned we are presenting. We've spoken to the governments, presenting them white papers on what are the advantages of government stepping in and subsidizing. பல விஷயங்கள் சார் starting from land or any input cost to the services. There is no distinction between senior living and ordinary living. For example, the approval cost is the same cost. Cement manal adhe cost da, land adhe cost da. Adu matram illa, senior living services ku 18% GST. Okay, endha vyatyasamum illa. We are placing. I am part of the CIA's task force for senior living. We have presented on behalf of ASI. Our organization is part of ASI, Association of Senior Living in India. Recently also we made a memorandum to the central government for looking at the change and difference between normal and other. அது வரும்போது தான் அடுத்த லெவல்ல நீங்க சொல்றது வரும். எனக்கு வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த டிஸ்டிங்ஷன் என்ன பண்ணலாம். அடுத்த லெவல் வரும்போது they should start subsidizing. இல்லைன்னா இன்னும் 30 வருஷத்துல வந்து இந்த ஒரு 40-50 கோடி பேர் 35 கடியில இருக்காங்க இல்லையா வயசு. அவங்க அத்தனை பேர் 65 வயசு ஆனாங்கன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? இப்போ ஆரம்பிச்சாதான் 20 வருஷம் கழிச்சு அந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரி வந்து நல்லா பெருசா இருக்கும். சப்சிடிஸ்ல யூஸ் ஆகும். ஸோ we are already working on it. அதோட ரியாக்ஷன் எப்போ வரும் எப்படி வரும்ன்றது தெரியாது. லெஃப்ட் டு காட் அண்ட் லெஃப்ட் டு கவர்மெண்ட். The future plan on the expansion mainly in South India and several places in North India. Over vertical divine on holy places. We wanted to do it in Ayodhya, Rishikesh, Haridwar also. Mathura, divine. We are planning one in Nashik, which is very close to Shirdi. That's divine. Assisted living like what we said, we want to spearhead this model on the rental. இன்னைக்கு ரெசிடென்ஷியல்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா ரியல் எஸ்டேட்ல 2% மேல ரெண்டல் ரிட்டர்னே கிடையாது. உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு 4-5% குள்ள ரெண்டல் ரிட்டர்ன் which is very very high when it comes to residential வரணும்னா சீனியர் லிவிங்ல மட்டும் தான் முடியும். We have already started proving that model in our communities. So we are planning to spearhead that model and prove that model in the market so that this rental model has a big future. ஏன்னா எல்லாருமே ஒரு 50-60 லட்சம் இருக்கும் காசு கையில் இருக்கிற 50-60 லட்சம் ரூபாய் போட்டு ஒரு வீடு வாங்குறதுக்கு பதில மாசம் 20,000 வாடகைக்கு கொடுத்துருவாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு வசதியா இருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த மாடலுக்கு அக்செப்டன்ஸ் இருக்கு. இதுக்கு வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஸ்பேர் பண்றதுக்கு ஆள் வேணும். அதை நாங்கள் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் our immediate future model is expansion in geographical areas and vertical areas such as this.